Countdown. Welcome to another edition of the Willie Bragg Show. Today, letting you know that I've been gone for the last few days and just busy. A lot of stuff going on. All that. I say that every day, but just that's why I haven't been making as many videos lately. I'm hoping that as the holiday season, um, yeah, as it progress and all that and gets on, we go on into the new year, I can get back into making videos on a regular basis. So I am going to try not to be so long-winded today. Good luck with that. Okay, Julian Assange. You know about what happened between the United States and Great Britain with regard to his extradition. And the uphill battle for those of us who support Julian Assange. Now, Julian Assange suffered a stroke, and I think that the United States government would be okay if he's damaged or die from the stroke, because that'll be a problem that they could just sweep under the rug. And think about it is that for those and for the partisans then and now, I mean, when it comes to Julian Assange, I mean, I'm consistent, and that's what it comes down to. So yes, it's true that during the early Obama years, we were still pissed off with Bush and Cheney, and so he was championed by the left. Then around 2016, he told the fucking truth about the Democratic primaries being rigged, and that Bernie Sanders was being cheated and everything, and that in a lot of the liberal mindset, people thought that helped Trump get elected, and so now a lot of Trump supporters all of a sudden started liking Julian Assange. And the thing about it is, there's more to it than that. But the thing about it is that the neocons wanted to kill him a decade ago, and maybe not kill him, but the liberal elite do not look upon Julian Assange as an ally anymore. But what happened to Julian Assange recently with his stroke makes me think of this. And the thing about it is Jamal Kahshoggi being murdered by the Saudi Arabian government. And what the United States did is just a little bit more, I would say it's a little more sophisticated than what the Saudi Arabian government did by simply killing Jamal Khashoggi, sawing his body parts into little pieces and all of that. And Saudi Arabia had a public relations situation that they were trying to avert because, with regard to those arm cells that they cherish so much, they want to buy the arm cells so a genocide can be committed in Yemen. I argue that many times, while here in America, everybody wants to sit there and shit on Syria, shit on Iran. Saudi Arabia is way more dangerous. I can't stress that enough. But with regard to the United States, it's more of a public relations sort of thing. So yeah, they're not going to go flat out kill them. But I'm going to use this as an example here. It's a novel, and this novel was put into a mini series in the late 1980s in the UK, A Very British Coup. And basically, it was about It was about an attempt by the CIA and the MI5 to bring down a radical left wing government that defeated Thatcher in the fictional year 1989. Harry Perkins was really the Michael Foot caricature. They just changed some of the names and some things in real life just to adapt it into a novel. But basically, it was they didn't go and assassinate people, what have you. They destroyed reputations. They they did what they could to smear their political opponents overtly and underhandedly. And if you ever get a chance to get the novel, A Very British Coup, buy the novel. It was written by British Labour Party MP Chris Mullin in 1981. And there is a movie miniseries you can get. I also highly recommend miniseries. But anyway, and I'll put that down in the description box before, after I do this video. But anyway, and it just gave me a chance to talk about that movie, which I enjoy a great deal. But speaking of British politics, I mean, well, here in America, a lot of the liberal elites are now turning against Julian Assange, and somehow Julian Assange looks like he's now people from the right in this country are now pro Julian Assange, like the Tucker Carlson types, and they're using that as an excuse to basically say, well, look, he's really a right winger, and we don't have any business supporting a right winger. Well, thing about it is. Thing about it is this. Is this guy a right winger? Jeremy Corbyn? Jeremy Corbyn, who was the leader of the Labour Party several years ago, radical socialist. He's a supporter and an advocate for Julian Assange. Is he a right winger? I think not. What about this guy? Hold on here. What about this guy here? And I'm going to show you. I'm going to have to get some better software. Lula da Silva. Is he a right winger? He supports Julian Assange. He's been an advocate for him. What about, I don't know. What about this guy here? And I'm going to say, this guy. Oh, darn, not that video thing. Hold on. That's not what I was trying to do. Sorry. I'm not very smooth at this sort of thing with this software, but let me this should work. Yeah, right here. This guy. Is he a right winger? Noam Chomsky? Is he a right winger? I don't think so. I very much doubt he's a right winger. What about these folks here? Give me a second. What about these folks? Bernie Sanders, Tulsi Gabbard. What about them? Now, I'm a little angry at Tulsi Gabbard at the moment, but she actually talked more about Julian Assange than Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders, I don't know if he actually talked about Julian Assange, but my assumption is that he was probably pro Julian Assange overtly prior to his 2016 run for president. So I'm just giving you these as an example right there, because my point is this: that Julian Assange has allies on the left, and the thing about it is that we got to not let some of the shit libs out there and the liberal elites and centrists and corporate Democrats try to lump us all as crypto Trump supporters, or even worse, actual neo Nazis, because we support Julian Assange. Julian Assange was addressing what the United States government's been doing in terms of crimes against humanity, and for some people to opportunistically turn their backs on Julian Assange, I mean that's just a fucking shame. It really is. And I will show one hold tight here. And what about this person here? These persons rather. And I am going to see. I'm so sorry about this, folks. Jimmy Dore or Glenn Beck? I mean, Glenn Greenwald. Good Lord, smack me inside the head. They're not the same persons. Jimmy Dore and Glenn Greenwald. I mean, now, again, they've been smeared as right wingers. And they have always been the same person. They were always. It's just that the people that were supposedly their allies have decided that they're a little more comfortable allying themselves with corporate Democrats and shit libs in these cocktail parties, and they kind of ended up, becoming champions of the deep state, the FBI, the CIA, the sort of thing that the left used to abhor. Because let's face it, with regard to the FBI, they fucked up the left a whole lot. The late David McReynolds, he said that when he joined the Socialist Party in 1950, all that was in existence on the left was the Socialist Party of America, the Social Democratic Federation, the Independent Socialist League, the Socialist Labor Party, the Socialist Workers Party, the Communist Party of America, the Jewish Labor Bund. These folks, that was pretty much it. The IWW, the Industrial Workers of the World, that was it. By the late 60s, early 70s, there were several hundred organizations. An alphabet soup, so to speak, of various radical groups. And that's because the FBI, with its COINTELPRO program, went into these various organizations and got the left fighting amongst themselves. And who's not to say that's been going on again? Instead of organizations, they're probably doing it with the online left, and because they're seeing it as they're basically seeing what they have done being very effective, and they want to put a stop to a positive effect. So I'm just basically trying to see where everything is kind of connecting as far as the pieces of the puzzle. And we have to sit there and realize who the powers there be who are there politically in bed with. And the thing about it is that if there is some MAGA chud with his little red Make America Great hat again, and he loves his guns and his pickup truck, and he is anti-war, I mean, unless he's getting an erection watching, reading the Turner Diaries or some shit like that. If his biggest sin is he voted for Trump, but he's like pro Julian Assange because he knows what the deep state is and what bullshit that they practice, and maybe that person has kind of a vague fondness for the idea of liberty, even though I would recommend voting for Trump or supporting Trump, in any way, shape, or form. But people are nuanced and people are complex, and if they come to the conclusion on certain things like war sucks, military-industrial complex blows, domestic spying against everybody, that's horrible. If they're coming up to that conclusion, I really don't give a damn who they voted for in a presidential election. Because no matter who you voted for, whether it's Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump or Joe Biden or Donald Trump, either way, with Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden, you're getting the deep state, doing their abusive thing. With Donald Trump, you're also getting the deep state doing their thing. It doesn't matter who's in charge, because there they it's all it's don't worry about all this culture war bullshit. Gay marriage, abortion, guns. Don't worry about this sort of thing. It's not that. They want to keep people divided. I'm talking about people on both sides. They use the religious right on the right wing side. They use the SJWs. They're all pawns. They don't even know it. They think it's the real thing. That this blue state red state divide is all just a clash of values or what have you, and they don't even realize that maybe these people on the top, whether they are socially progressive or they're socially repugnant and reactionary, that they're sitting there exchanging pleasantries and at the cocktail parties because they all love money and power more than they love the ordinary people out there, and that is the God honest truth. So anyway, that's pretty much what I have to say about that. And with regard to Julian Assange, with his stroke, I mean, my goodness, I mean, what the United States is doing is absolutely just repugnant. So anyway, that's pretty much what I have to say. I've been thinking about it, and I'm a little tired too. So if I'm sounding like I'm rambling, that's because I'm tired. But we have a chat line here. We have some people here starting off a radical leftist agenda. I'm glad to hear from you. A great video of yours truly the other day. Thank you for featuring me and everything. And again, I'm glad you do what you do, and saw your interview on the panel the other night too. Great job. Les Bones, how are you doing today? Great seeing you. Let's see here. We have let's see. Oh, wait a minute. What? I think Tulsi said that she is a Republican now, or was that Kim Iverson? I don't know. It's really hard to say where she's at because the other day Tulsi Gabbard actually did say something that made some sense, which was like a return to her older self. Now, I don't know what the hell she's doing. Tulsi Gabbard is, I was having a conversation with Tulsi Gabbard, and it was somebody, and I just came to the conclusion she's weird. Yep, let's see, shit libs are going crazy. Yes, they are. It's amazing about the shit libs. Yesterday's allies become today's enemies, and vice versa. Let's see, we have new comments here. Let's see. Pause. Okay. Maybe Tulsi is just getting the age that she is losing her mind. Who's to say? If thing about it is, if it was an act last year, it's probably an act now. And like Dave Rubin not believing in anything, and it's actually worse than actually having really reactionary convictions. That's a good question. So it's hard to say, but it's hard to trust her now. With some of the things she was, her critique against Build Back Better, which was watered down and pissed on down, and what she was advocating a year and a half ago was more bold, and it was actually up, was more bold than the 3.5 trillion that was supposed to actually have some meaningful positive effect on our economy. But anyway, if you all like what you heard, press like and comment. If you disagree, comment anyway. We'll have a conversation. Feel free to share the content on this channel. As a First Amendment absolutist, it's my duty to inform you to create your own platform and utilize it, because we're the muckrakers of our time. Feel free to also hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. And until next time, class struggle and solidarity for Julian Assange. And let that be emphasized. Solidarity for Julian Assange. So, anyway, I will be off and taking care of a few things. So you all take care. Have a great day. See you next time. care.